Hey, in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how I made $1,273.92 on UpWork in just 1 week with a completely new account, no reviews, no testimonials, and no practice with using the platform. My name is Adriana. I've been freelancing as a copywriter for the past 4 years plus, and I run this channel to help you learn how to become a successful freelancer so that you can live that digital nomad life that you dream of, or whatever you want to do. So I've decided to sign up to UpWork and answer one question. What is the best way of using UpWork as a freelancer to get clients and to make money? And see if I could make it work, then come back to my students and come back to this YouTube channel and report from the trenches. In this video, I'm going to give you the 5 steps that helped me make over $1,200 in my first week on UpWork. And make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to give you the 3 essential tips to writing great proposals on UpWork so that you get noticed, so that you stand out from your competition and you get those gigs even if you don't have experience or if your profile is new. So UpWork is a platform that connects freelancers with business owners, and you can freelance in pretty much anything from graphic design, photography, acting, copywriting, even as a therapist. Now, UpWork is a huge platform, which is the advantage. That means there are a lot of opportunities available for you. But the downside to it is that there are also a lot of freelancers, which means a lot of competition. And most new freelancers, whether it comes to copywriting or any other industry, get intimidated by the thought of having a lot of competition that is more experienced than them, that has reviews, that has more to show for the work. So if you're ready, let's get into the video and let's get into the 6 steps. Okay, so step 1 is obviously you have to make a profile. Now, I know this sounds very obvious, but here are my tips for making a really good quality UpWork profile. First of all, look at your competition. If you're a freelance copywriter, look at other freelance copywriters on UpWork. If you're a freelance photographer, do the same, whatever. Just make sure that you take notes on what people are doing. There's always going to be like a similar theme that everyone is following. So catch the theme, find out how you can make it unique or how you can do it differently or how you can do it better. Take notes on what people are doing well, what they're not doing well, and then when it comes to writing your own profile, you'll find that it's basically writing itself because you already have a list of things that you should do and a list of things that you shouldn't do. Now, then take a professional looking headshot. You can do this very easily with your phone camera. It literally requires no labor whatsoever. Just set the portrait mode, whatever most cameras have it these days. Ask a friend to take it for you. Think about the way your profile picture conveys information. If you're wearing a suit and tie, you'll come across as very professional. If your background is pink, you'll come across maybe girly or fun. If whatever, just think about how your headshot is going to convey information to your potential client, and then make sure that you really fill in all the details on your profile. Take your time, make it rich, make it beautiful, make it entertaining to show them that you care about being on UpWork. Now, step number 2 is the thing that I think had a huge impact on me landing clients like so quickly was the fact that I scheduled time in my calendar just for proposals. Because the thing is that if you just have the app on your phone and you scroll through it once in a while and you say, oh yeah, I'll apply when I see something, you end up not applying for anything. So it's better to just kind of be like, okay, I'm taking this seriously and I'm going to put serious time into doing this. So I set aside 2 hours every day, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour at night, where I would go onto the platform and every job advertisement that I saw potential in and I wanted to apply for, I would just straight away go and apply for it. So don't just save jobs as your favorites and then you'll never go back to them. Literally go through the list. Okay, I see it, I'm applying right now, and do this 2 hours per day, let's say, to start with. And I promise you that this is going to be a game changer, because before when I was not doing that, when I was just kind of doing the proposals as and when randomly, I realized that actually in the end, even though I'd spend a long time browsing through different job advertisements, I would only send out like 2 proposals, which was nowhere near enough. You have to think about it like it's a numbers game. So if you just set the consistent time in your schedule to send out proposals, you're guaranteed to eventually land clients. Now, step three is that you have to get good at sending out proposals. So it's not going to work if you're just sending out, crappy proposals that get lost in the sea of other crappy proposals. You have to perfect the craft of writing proposals. So I'm going to give you my 3 tips for writing really, really, really good proposals that will get answers from people, from potential clients, at the end of the video, so make sure you stay until the end. Number 4 is basically you have to stay consistent. So I know I kind of mentioned this in step 2, but let me just go into this a little bit more. So consistency is more of a mindset that you understand that things take time and you're not going to give up. 99% of people give up just before they strike gold. So if you spend this consistent time every day applying for jobs, and even though like in the first week you're not going to land anything, please just continue, just push through the discomfort of being like, oh, I'm putting in all this work and it's not paying me back. Eventually, especially if you go a long time without landing any clients, I promise you that there's going to be a day where everything just clicks and all of a sudden you have a bunch of people that come back to you at the same time and you have more work than you can handle. So just stay consistent, stay in the mindset of consistency, being like, I'm not going to be in the 99% of people that give up. I'm going to push through the initial phases and I will make it work for me. And now the last step, number 5, over deliver. Okay, so once clients start responding to you, make sure that you're doing everything so well that you're over delivering all the time. Why? Because if you over deliver to that client's gonna come back to you, okay? And they're also going to leave you an amazing testimonial. If you just do the bare minimum, which is what most people do, that's what you'll get in return. The person will just pay you and they'll never even bother coming back to you. They'll be happy to find somebody else because there's a lot of other people on the platform. However, what I did is I over delivered to every single client. So I gave them more ideas, I gave them more headline options, I gave them more than they've asked for and expected. And in return, guess what? They came back to me, and to this day they're coming back to me with projects. One client paid me an additional like $360 just for completing his order a day earlier, which was basically fine for me, but the extra money contributed to the big balance of $1,273 and something pence. So over delivering works, and like I said to you, these clients are coming back to me up until this day with projects. Okay, so those were the 5 steps. Let me just sum them up for you. What you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to research your competition, and then you're going to create an amazing profile that's unique and beautiful and rich and full of information, so your client sees that you're different and you're taking this seriously. With an amazing, beautiful headshot of your beautiful face. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to start sending out proposals regularly. So you will set time aside in your schedule every day to send out proposals, and you will actually send them out instead of just browsing the jobs. Third step is perfecting your proposals, and I'm about to give you the 3 tips on how to do that exactly. Now, the 4th step is being consistent, so remembering that it is a numbers game and you have to stay consistent. Eventually you will get the payback, even if it comes with a delay. And then the 5th step was to always over deliver to your clients, give them so much that they can't just forget you. Okay, so are you ready for the 3 tips to writing amazing proposals that get seen, get noticed, and impress your clients straight from the first message? Love at first message. Hey, just a quick interruption and message. If you're enjoying this video, make sure you like it and subscribe to my channel. It helps me and the channel out. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, so tip number 1 is, in the proposal, you're actually going to focus on the client. So basically, talk about what you think they need and talk about their brand and their idea, or whatever information you get in the job description. Just write the proposal in a way that's literally focusing on the client. So it could sound something like, hey, I think that what you need is X, Y, and Z, or I see blah blah, and that you're looking for blah blah and blah blah. this is very generic, but I think you understand what I mean. Don't go in there saying, hey, I'm a copywriter with whatever and I can do this for you. No, talk about, I think that you need this and that, and then you move on to the part where you talk about the benefit of working with you, but still you're keeping it focused on the client. Now, the second tip for writing amazing client proposals is being specific. So I found that clients really liked it when I talked specifics. So maybe I gave them a list of ideas that I had for them. Maybe I explained the process of working with me, or just any specifics that you can give them shows them that you took some time to think about their project, and you've come up with something solid for them, even though you haven't been paid or hired yet. So this could look something like, I think that your X, for example, I think that your landing page could be improved with Y and Z, or I think your Facebook ads could be improved with Z and Y. And I think that if you're a photographer, maybe I think that your brand, or I think that your product would look really good in X, Y, and Z. So this is, you're giving them specific ideas to show that you already have a vision for their brand, project, product, or for them, and that you're willing to execute it. And this is already putting you above what most freelancers are willing to do on the platform. Okay, so the third and the last tip is never copy and paste a message. Like, just don't do it. I promise you that 99% of other people on the platform are doing that, and that's exactly why they're struggling to find work. Don't copy and paste it. Just craft the message every time from scratch, but just take your time and really talk to the client like you just met them at a networking event, or like you're talking on the phone, or like you're talking face to face, and just craft the message for them. I promise you that they will feel the difference. Okay, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you're looking for a way to get started as a freelancer, like figuring out your USP, your portfolio, etc., then I think you would love my 5-day copywriting challenge. I mean, it is aimed at copywriters, but it will work for any kind of freelancer, whether you're a photographer, website designer, whatever else. In the challenge, I teach you how to figure out your USP, how to build your portfolio, how to cold email your first clients, and essentially how to land your first few clients. And the best part about the copywriting challenge is that you can access it for whatever amount works for you. It's a pay what you want deal, so you decide. Anyway, that's it for this video. Make sure that you like it, you subscribe to the channel, and you let me know what you think in the comments below.